Have you ever felt like you are running on a financial treadmill? You work harder and you earn more money, but the finish line of freedom never gets any closer. The brutal truth is that you are not lacking income. You are hemorrhaging money because of a system designed to keep you middle class forever. Society wants you to spend everything you have before you even see it. Today, we are going to look at the 7 sacrifices you must make to take back control of your life. This is not about being cheap or living like a hermit. This is about buying back your time and your freedom from a system that is rigged against you. Most people are drowning in a lifestyle they cannot actually afford. They think a $500 monthly car payment is just a normal part of life. But that $500 is not just a payment for a piece of metal. It is 50 hours of your life every single month. If you invested that same money into a basic index fund for 20 years, it would grow to nearly $300,000. You are trading your future retirement for a leather seat and a new car smell. You have to sacrifice the lifestyle you have now to build the one you actually want. Think about the apartment you live in or the neighborhood you chose to impress people. If you are spending more than half of your paycheck just to survive, you are treading water. To build real wealth, you must spend less than you earn and invest the difference. That is the foundation of every person who has ever achieved financial independence. But spending less means your current lifestyle has to change, and that makes people uncomfortable. Maybe it means driving a used vehicle instead of financing a shiny new one. Maybe it means cooking at home instead of eating out multiple times a week. I am not saying you should never enjoy anything in your life, but most people are living at 95% of their income and wondering why they cannot get ahead. You cannot have everything you want right now. You have to choose between a lifestyle today or real freedom later. The funny thing is that this sacrifice does not have to be permanent. You are only sacrificing your lifestyle for a specific period of time while you build your foundation. Once your investments generate enough income to pay your bills, then you can upgrade. But in the building phase, you have to pick one. The second sacrifice is the illusion of convenience. The convenience industry is a silent vampire draining your bank account every single day. Every time you order food delivery, you are paying a massive premium for your own laziness. That $15 delivery fee and tip seems small in the moment. But when you do it 4 times a week, you are losing over $300 a month. Over 10 years, that adds up to over $50,000 in lost wealth. The system makes it easy to spend and very hard to save. You must manually create the friction that the marketing world has removed. Think about the subscription services and the premium options you pay for but barely use. All of these small leaks create a massive hole in your financial ship. If you are trying to build wealth while paying for maximum convenience, you are fighting against yourself. Time is valuable, but when you are not yet wealthy, money has to take priority. The person who cooks at home and does their own laundry is making a conscious choice. They are giving up ease today to buy their freedom tomorrow. This does not mean you have to suffer every single day. But if you are paying for convenience every hour, you are basically canceling your own progress. You earn the money, and the convenience charges eat it all up. That is why you never seem to get ahead of your bills. The third sacrifice is immediate gratification. This is huge because it is ingrained in how we live today. Everything is designed to be instant, from the food you eat to the things you buy. The entire culture of having it now is the biggest barrier to your wealth. If you want to be wealthy, you have to be willing to wait. Companies have figured out how to make instant gratification the default choice. Amazon can deliver to your house in 2 hours, and you can book a trip in 30 seconds. The friction for spending money has been completely eliminated. You have to force yourself to wait at least 30 days before making a non-essential purchase. Usually, you will realize you do not even want the item after the impulse passes. The person who is willing to wait while everyone else is buying is going to win. That restraint is a skill that is worth more than any investment strategy, because no strategy works if you are constantly pulling money out for things you do not need. Wealthy people are not wealthy because they make more money than you. They are wealthy because they are comfortable with delayed gratification. The fourth sacrifice is status spending. This is the most dangerous trap because it is so well disguised. Status spending is when you buy things just so people think you are successful. The designer handbag or the luxury car you cannot afford is a financial trap. You are trying to project an image of wealth to people who honestly do not care about you. Actual wealthy people rarely feel the need to prove anything to anyone. They already know they are successful, so they do not need the expensive watch to show it. It is the people who are not wealthy who fall into the status trap. You go into debt to buy status symbols, and you destroy your financial future in the process. You are sacrificing your real success to impress people who do not even know your name. If you want to build wealth, you have to give up the need to look successful. You have to be okay with people not knowing how much money you have. You have to be okay driving the old car while your neighbor drives the brand new one. This is a psychological sacrifice because it requires you to stop caring what others think. Every dollar you spend on status is a dollar that is not compounding for your future. You can either look rich or you can actually be rich. The fifth sacrifice is the illusion of choice. When you are building wealth, you have to get very intentional about every single dollar. That means no more mindlessly browsing and buying things just because they are on sale. You have to ruthlessly cut everything that does not serve your ultimate financial goals. This means keeping the same phone for 5 years instead of upgrading every 2 years. It means choosing one streaming service instead of paying for 7 of them. Most people hate this because they like having unlimited options. But every option you keep open costs you more money than you realize. Every choice point is an opportunity for the market to take your money. The person who makes one intentional choice and sticks with it will have more wealth. Think about how much money people waste just trying different things and switching plans. They are constantly switching because they are looking for the perfect option. Meanwhile, the person who picked something reasonable and stuck with it saved thousands. Fewer options actually equals more money, which leads to real freedom. The sixth sacrifice is comparison. You are probably doing this right now without even realizing it. You look at other people's lives on social media and measure yours against theirs. You see the vacation photos and the nice apartments, and you feel like you are failing. This comparison makes you spend money you do not have to keep up. You put things on credit cards and you stop saving just to look like you are winning. But you have no idea what anyone else's financial situation actually is. That person posting the vacation photos might have zero savings and massive debt. The coworker with the nice car might be stressed about making rent every single month. They are showing you the highlight reel and hiding the truth. The only comparison that matters is comparing yourself to who you were yesterday. Are you saving more than you were last year? Are you making smarter decisions for your family? If you want to build wealth, you have to stop looking at other people's highlight reels. You have to get comfortable with your journey looking boring and different. The seventh sacrifice is the search for quick wins. This one hurts because we all want to build wealth as fast as possible. We look for the secret investment that will double our money overnight. People are attracted to cryptocurrency or meme stocks because they want a shortcut. But building real wealth is not fast, and it is definitely not exciting. It is incredibly boring, and it takes a very long time. It is about saving $500 a month for 30 years. It is about investing in low-cost index funds and letting them sit there for decades. If you are waiting for a quick win, you will likely stay poor. You will spend your time chasing things that do not work instead of doing the boring stuff that does. The person who just invested in boring funds is building real wealth while you are playing around. You have to give up the idea that this should happen quickly. Once you accept that real wealth takes decades, everything becomes much easier. You stop wasting energy on quick wins that never actually happen. You stop trying to time the market or find the secret that only smart people know. You just start doing the boring things that actually work over time. Consistent saving and compound interest are the only things that build lasting wealth. This sacrifice of speed and excitement is the most important one of all. Excitement is what sells courses and gets clicks, but boring is what builds a fortune. When you add all of these up, it sounds like you are giving up a lot. But look at what you are gaining in return. You are gaining the ability to say no to things you do not want to do. You are gaining the peace of mind that comes from not being stressed about money. You are gaining the security to take risks and start your own business. You are gaining the ability to help the people you care about the most. You are gaining the freedom to retire comfortably instead of working until you drop. That is what these sacrifices are for. Not to deprive yourself forever, but to stop sacrificing your future for a temporary moment. Most people will not make these choices. They will keep living their current lifestyle and wondering why they never get ahead. They will keep buying convenience and status symbols and comparing themselves to others. And in 30 years, they will be in the same place or even worse. But you can be different starting right now. You can make these sacrifices today so that in 10 or 20 years you are free. The choice is yours, and the question is whether you are willing to pay the price. Your future self is counting on you to make the right decision. Do not let them down by choosing a temporary comfort over a permanent freedom. Take control of your money before it takes control of you. Stop hemorrhaging your wealth and start building your legacy. It starts with one small sacrifice today. What will you choose to give up first?